Yes, how we doing? Happy Monday. Welcome to show 403. Today we're going to talk about how you're probably not ready to get to the top of the mountain yet. And a lot of guys are focusing on climbing to the very top of the mountain and they're not actually focusing on just the first pitch. So it becomes overwhelming. So we stop showing up. We're going to go in through that philosophy and have a chat about that, so hopefully that we can put things into perspective for you so that you can keep showing up and keep realising the journey and the steps that we've got to take to get to the top when it's the right time. Welcome to the Rise to Thrive show. I am your host, James Boardman, and if you are coming through, what I would love for you to do is tell me. So you can do that in two ways. Number one is hit the love heart button. Love heart button. Boom, 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 boom. In the comments, you can let me know what you got up to at the weekend. Was it a good weekend? Was it an up and down weekend? Was it an awful weekend? And what was the highlight of your weekend? And it's good to just have the interaction, right? It's good to just like mates in the pub, just talking. I'd love to know. It gives me something to read when I'm having breakfast. So I sent an email out, or like a sequence to, I think about 4,000 people on my email list. And it was just inviting them to decide whether they wanted to stay on the email list or whether they wanted to come off, okay, because they hadn't opened emails for a certain amount of time. So I just was like, do you want to stay on? If you want to stay on, cool. If not, like, just click here and unsubscribe. And then I got a reply from a guy, and I really felt for him. I really felt his pain. And he said, like, I just feel like I can't get to the top of the mountain anymore. Or like I'm just not in that place where I can get to the very top. And I feel like I'm going to be stuck in this place, like stuck in this position I was in. And my reply was, stop looking at the mountain and just focus on the first pitch. And I think that many guys, when it comes to change, look at the mountain. They just look at how high and how far they've got to climb to get to the place they want to be, right? And it is tough. Like when you look at it like that, and you look at that, and you look up here, and you're at the bottom of what seems like Everest, and you're looking up at this mountain, and you're thinking, it's going to take a long time. It's going to take a lot of work. I've got to make sure I'm in a perfect mentality. I've got to make sure that life is the way I want it to be. We're up here, nice and high. And the problem is that focusing on the summit of the mountain is the wrong thing to focus on. And it's the wrong thing to focus on because you're not ready to summit yet. You're not ready to be at that place yet in your life. Yeah, you're not ready to climb to the top of the mountain. What we've got to do is get to the first pitch. Okay, there are lots of multiple pitches to get to the top of the summit. Now there will be guys that I work with that are up there somewhere 6 or 7 pitches up because they've been working with me maybe a year. There are guys who maybe are 10 pitches up who have been working with me for the last 4 years. There are guys who are 1 or 2 or 3 pitches up who have just started working with me. And this is the whole process of that journey, right? What we're talking about in theory here really is a visualization of a journey. We're deciding to use like a mountain. And often when you ever go down a road or you drive down a road and it's one of those Roman roads that just goes straight and all you can see is beyond where the road goes, but it's just a dead straight line. That's how we wish probably all roads were. And you're running down that road and you just look at that road when you're running down there and you go, oh my God, look how far I've got to run. Look how far I've got to run, right? But we can break that run down on that road by just getting to the fence, just getting to the street light, just getting to the farm. And like we have reference points. So the pictures on the mountain are these reference points. They're checkpoints in our lives or our run or our climb that we're going to get to. And depending where that reference point is, will have a result on the overthinking, overwhelm, and reality of what we can achieve. Because if we look up at a mountain or the long road, we're not ready to take on the long road or the mountain, you won't show up. You won't even show up. Because it's too much. It's overwhelming. It is overwhelming. This is where marginal gains come into play for your own development. If you want to develop, if you want to be a better human being, if you want to change your story, if you want to banish excuses from your life, if you want to build discipline, build a body that you're proud of, show up for your wife. Show up for your wife and do what you said you were going to do for her. Be there for your children. Get off your phone. If you want to do all of these things, if you think about all the things that you want in your life, vision, direction, structure, happiness, passion, desire, that's going to be done within a bubble of a process. And that process is the same process as climbing the mountain and going through the pitches or running down that huge ass long road and getting to different reference points. Because when we're on a process, when we're on a journey, it's not about the end state immediately. Because it's going to take you, guys, I'm telling you, it's going to take you a year to get you to the place where you want to be. It's going to take a whole year for you to fully rewire, recircuit your brain. And if you think about trying to get to that end state immediately, you're not even going to show up because it's going to be too overwhelming. You're going to think to yourself, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know how to begin. You know, and I think about all of the men that I've worked with, and I don't mean necessarily paid work with, I mean free work with. We've worked with nearly 11,000 men now across our 5-day challenge, which we've replaced with our Elite 7 challenge. And I think 85% of those men haven't shown up, or haven't taken the plunge, or haven't decided to start climbing the mountain. Because all they're doing is going, I'm not ready to climb the mountain yet. But we're not trying to get them there, are we? We're just trying to get off the ground. And the first pitch could simply be building a morning routine and introducing 3 workouts a week to your life. That could be the first pitch. Like, I'm just going to nail a morning routine. I'm going to get 3 workouts in. So the first pitch might last 3 weeks. And over 3 weeks, you do 9 workouts. And you get up 15 times in the morning, an hour earlier, where you have some focus on your mindset, your activity, your gratitude, and your clarity. That just that alone will make a difference. And then you get to that stage and then go, right, I'm going to start journaling, I'm going to start being accountable. So then we start bringing another part of the process in, which is pitch 2. Then we start learning to be more aware about our emotions, having more control of our emotions. That's pitch 3. Then we start looking at having relentless focus, so having clear cut focus of where time energy going. That's pitch 5 and 6. And then all of a sudden down the line, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, we're calmer. The way that we talk to our wife is different. The way that we talk to our husband is different. The way that we talk to our children is different. The way that we manage our phone is different. The way you're showing up in your business or your career is different. And then slowly but surely things change. And that's from marginal gains. 1%ers. 1%ers are those pitches up the mountain. Okay? It's important to understand and realise that. Think for your own sanity, your own understanding. You know, too many guys want the end result immediately. And you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it at all. You've got to go through these micro steps. You've got to build foundations. You've got to confront the man that you're going to leave behind. And you've got to leave him behind so that you can grow. You know, it's the byproduct of becoming a new man, is leaving the old one behind. And to do that, you've got to do the work. You've got to go through it, yeah? Cool. Anyway, I hope that helps. I hope you really have a great week. You've got everything planned out. You know where you're going. You know what you're doing. You know your outcomes. You've got your workouts planned. You're going to show up. You're going to have the discipline. Switch your phone off in the evening. Be present for the kids. Whatever it's going to be. What I want you to do in the comments as part of a little exercise here is tell me what your top priority for the week is going to be. What is your top priority going to be for the week? Okay, and to do it, just for me to easily to find it when I get home and have breakfast, is do like a little green tick. Priority for the week is boom. Alright amigos, mine is to chill out. Like we've been on launch after launch after launch all year. This week we've got a bit of downtime. It's my daughter's birthday on Tuesday. We're going out for a little bit of it today as well. Just to have a bit of downtime. That's my priority. Recharge the batteries. See you soon.